let me introduce myself as the apostolic king of this alliance. This is a Hungarian joke, actually, which you can't understand, but it's funny, actually. We named our station even after it. But the thing is that you are now here and start building like an English core of our alliance means we need an English leader, so that will be Cletus, who will be your director, we can say that. So even if you are in different corps, that will be still Cletus, who will handle everything in the English side of it. It's pretty simple. I am the alliance leader, but Cletus will be the English leader, okay?
Until he's dead, or we find another one better.
Yeah, exactly. So it's quite simple. And all we need to do is just pretty much blend in to our alliance concept, which you already should know because I always send that away, like Eagles, Cerberuses, the Lucky setup, we require Logis, and things like that. I will probably write it out for the alliance again in English, so all you can see that. And with the ships, we give some SRP too. So there's some ship types we give SRP to, like bombers, or the Logi is 100% SRP. So if you lose a Logi, then you get it all back. And then there's other ship types, like I think Cerberus too gets some SRP. But I will rework that and send you the exact thing and the page where you will need to register. We just need to translate it to English first. It wasn't done yet because the CES people was not giving anything, but since we have growing numbers in the non-Hungarian core, then we're going to expand that thing too. Alright, then that will be sent out in Alliance Mail, so there's nothing about it. And
just one thing before we switch the topic.
Yep.
So I had a word with Cletus about our major concepts. It's a pretty nice and long convo. I hope Cletus will extract the information and send you by mail.
Yep, that's in process right now.
So
it's actually been put in the doctrine.
Okay, there we go.
Cool. That's all. Let's move on. Super.
Okay. Well, the next thing should be the things we require for some kind. We're pretty much earning ISK by our high-end moons, which we have enough, and since we're not having any PvP campaign at the moment, we're not really losing anything. So there's not even a sinking ISK here. But it can happen, so that's why we took every ISK to the Alliance and then we use it to fuel and things like that, running shit. But the main issue these days are that our builder people is pretty much EFK, so I require some stuff for fuel. Planetary shit, what you need for the hydrogen fuel blocks. It's quite simple. So if any one of you doing planetary or mining ice, that would be really helpful, because we need shit from that for the fuel building. Or even if you build the fuel, we're going to buy it at the Jita price. It's really up to you. Just if you feel like you would want to mine or build fuel blocks, it's pretty simple. You just need to build it or sell it in materials. And as I heard, you have a lot of industry people, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, you need hydrogen fuel?
Yes.
Okay.
The only thing you need to import if you're building is like the hydrogen fuel, the hydrogen isotopes. But that's not too big, so it's very easy to handle. I don't know heavy water, but I had a guy who's did this, but he's pretty much AFK now. And bringing down the fuel blocks is bigger than the other stuff. So It's more logistic. So yeah, that's the first thing which would be really helpful for us. And the second thing is probably building like capitals and shit like that. Capital modules, capitals. So if any one of you building caps, that's a help too. But you will need to send an alliance mail for what you can build and who they need to send the orders. They can understand English that little, so it shouldn't be a problem for the Huns.
No worries.
Yeah, just link the modules, and if they can't figure out what's in the letter, we will have to help him.
Yes. So it should work. Well, that's the industry side of it. And the PvP side is pretty simple because, well, we require at least one Intosis ship in your arsenal. Just because we need it, right? If there's some shit coming up. And now you can see if our Southernity is attacked, the pop-up window will show to you now. So it should be defended mostly. Well, not against culture, obviously, because we can't do that. But if it's got attacked and we can defend it, then we will.
Yeah. The major thing is that even if we are outnumbered, even if we are we don't have advantage on our opponent, if we have one chance, we will try to work it out how to defend our sovereignties, and it definitely requires a Tech 2 Entosis link, which is, if you don't have any skills for it, you can train it less than 2 days, 1 day, 5 hour, stuff like that. So every player should have at least one character in his arsenal, if you have more characters, who can use a Tech 2 Entosis module, and pretty much that's all. You know, the Tech 2 Entosis module has a 2-minute cycle time, and it can save your life. It's worked many times. Tech 1s are with the 5-minute cycle time is pretty lame, you know. If you build a ship with a Tech 1 Entosis link, it's supposed to die because of the 5-minute cycle time. Experience on that proven that that 3 minutes, it's really make the difference in every kind of situation. We can hold up like a brutal blob. We can hold up for 2 minutes or less than 2 minutes, because the worst case scenario is when you just started your module and it starts to cycle, and the worst case is that you get the intel in that time. So everything is better. So Tech 2 and Entosis links really makes the difference. I don't know how to say. I hope you understand it. So, 2-minute cycle time saves lives and discs.
Yeah, understood.
Okay then. So yeah, in those servers we should have, and we live in Serp Prime, so you should have only expandable shit out there. But even if it's not expandable, then easily movable. So don't have like 5 million cubic, shit around. Yeah, okay. It's quite simple. Even if you mine, you can refine in the Astrahus or the station. Doesn't matter. In 1.5. So just make sure whatever you're building, it's never too big. And once you're done with the building, like for example a capital, just move it out ASAP so you don't have anything to stack. Because we never know when culture or co coming and gonna fuck with us. It's just safer if we play that way. We can move any smaller things out in just one run, right? And that's the other topic. We're not fighting with cows at the moment, what we're planning to. So there will be some changes later, but we're mostly playing Alliance tournament right now. And that's why we don't want to have too much shit around, And well, too much activity from me is not gonna happen. So if you have anything to discuss, you will need to have Discord. And since now we are on that topic, I want everyone to use Discord. Yes, because Discord is the pinging thing we use. And whatever happens, we just drop a ping, and even if you are out of game, you will see that something is going on. It's really easy to check out. Cletus can help everyone because he have it for ages now.
Yep.
So it's not even a hard thing to do. And well, for example, I'm always reachable there, and Cletus probably too, because we have that on the phone.
Yep.
So it's not even, whatever happens, we can help you.
Yeah. Using Discord is not an option. It's a standard minimum.
Yeah, at least, and it wasn't yet for the CES people. I told them that they should, and a few started using it, but they not used it as corp level. So, but from now on, it will be a requirement because we need it. You don't have to talk there. You can still stay here because probably English operations will happen here anyway because of the Bulgarians. But at least for pinging and shit, you need to be on the Discord. It's really helpful because you can watch a movie, and how the hell you would know there's something happened? Discord will ping it for you, and the FC can ping on that now. So it's very easy. Any questions about the Discord and anything about it? Alright, then I guess everyone got it.
Yep.
Okay. Well, there's another thing. If you have like VH scanners, we have this program, the Pathfinder, which helps the people to find the VHs, what you scanned out, faster than ever. And hereby I give the voice to Grifton because he is the guardian of our Pathfinder.
Well, yeah. On the first time, we tried to authorize the people through our oath, freegaze.out.eu or whatever, but because of recent changes of that site, we couldn't make it. We couldn't work it out how should we use it as a stable thing. So we just keep that, and we will use a direct link to that Pathfinder. I'll link it now here in this channel. Give me a second. So here it is. You just have to log in with your character, and it will authorize by SSO. So you will get immediately to our alliance map, and if you are not scanning, you can just you should turn off the tracking, because if you jump to a sino and the tracking is on, this Pathfinder thing will connect the two systems with something. It tracks where you are. It cannot track how did you get there. Can you understand this? Or
Yeah.
clear? So if you don't really care about scanning, just want to know what is the up-to-date wormhole map we have, just jump it on and turn off the tracking. We use this Pathfinder because we needed a solution. There were like 2 or 3 guys recently scanning, me as well, for wormholes and signatures and anomalies and stuff, and all the other guys, the other 99% of the people, were recently asking us where are the high-sec wormholes, and we were fed up, and we realized we need something that that shares the information automatically. So this is the best thing we found. We will use that for some time. If you have a better suggestion, just get me on the phone or send me a mail. I will look it up, but for today we will use Pathfinder. We are Pathfinder. Please do not spam letters about wormholes, even not for Tsuko, because he don't like it. He doesn't like it, sorry. So if you log in and you get to our alliance map, yeah, turn off tracking, yes. Please, if you are scanning, check the signature table, and if you find something outdated, just wipe it out, delete or whatever. We don't have really rules for that, so basically anyone can mess with that map, but we don't want to make rules if we don't have to. So if someone fucks it up, we will make a rule for that. Until no one fucks it up, we will just use it casually. So that's pretty much all about Pathfinder. You can log on with every character if you want. You can log on with only the scanner if you want. But the character must be in the alliance, because from the SSO it gets your information about your corporation and alliance. I think that's pretty much all about Pathfinder. What should I say? Someone said that he has problems with the web page. I can't help you out. I'm like 2000 k or miles away from you. Please help each other if someone has technical difficulties. That's all I can say.
Yep, I've often had to remote into a few people's computers just to help them along, so if anybody needs any help, just give me a shout.
Yeah, so do not use Pathfinder through the out. Use it directly from this direct link. It should be okay. Since I still have to talk about something, I switched the topic. Let's get back to our fleet concept. I know in this alliance we have different characters. Someone has only 5 million SPs, skill points. Someone has over 200 million. So we do not demand that you run to the shop and buy hundreds and tons of skill injectors. No, don't do that. It's up to you what you do with your money. It's up to you if you want to use skill injectors. But basically, we demand from everybody to be able to fly a ship that fits to our doctrines, and this is a very important thing. If you look up the oath and the doctrines, which you can do it right now, doesn't really matter, or do it later, you will find that we mention generally the DPS and the Logi ships, but we have very much support ships that can be fitted to our doctrines, even in shields, even in armor. So if you don't have any idea, or you have like 2 million skill points or stuff like that, try to learn, go for the interceptor class, and bring frigates every time, bring interceptors, tackle things, and be a useful member of the team. That's the main thing I would like to say to you, that if you want to be a useful member of the team in a fleet, you can be. even if you can't fly properly a rattlesnake or a Tech 3 cruiser like Loki, you can be able to find a way to be a useful member of the team. The most obvious thing is the interceptor. On the midterm, if you go for Logistic Cruiser 5 and learn the Amar, not Gallantry, the Amar, the Caldari and Minmatar cruisers, in a 2 shields, 1 armor, or you can go for the fourth one, the Gallantry. So if you know the Logis, how to fly the Logi, you will be welcomed
User joined
in
your channel.
whole New Eden. And you don't have to spend skill points for any kind of ship, you know. So if you don't like to shoot, or we know that there are people who don't like to shoot, you can fly a logistic ship, you can help and save our pew-pewers, and you can, how should I say, you can get rid of the demanded skills if you can fly a logistic ship, a Tech 2 logistic ship with logistic ship 5. So if you don't really want to spend skill points on that, go for logistics.
User disconnected from your channel.
In our every fleet, every kind of. And even if we have to change the DPS role, or the tackle role, or the anti-tackle role, or any kind of role, the logistic ships will be always the same. Not with the same fit, of course, because of the recent rebalance of the game. But if you are that kind of person who don't really want to spend like 4 years to learn every kind of weapons, support skills for weapons, and every kind of ships, Tech 2 ships, DPS stuff, and you are just want to do something that's useful, then go for the Logi. What else we have? Jump freighter service, should I mention?
Oh yeah. I will tell that. So the jump
Okay.
freighter service is pretty simple. We're running that every Monday. We usually have that in 18 Eve. So you can run mostly, I guess. And we have that rule that everyone in the alliance can put a contract from IMIH to Serpentis Prime for 200,000 cube meters. So it's very huge for a common user, but if someone doing it for business, it's too small. And based on that, we have a 500 ESK per cube meters for the above the 200k. Is that understood for everyone?
Yep.
So you just contract it to the alliance from IMIH and to Serpentis Prime for totally free, without completely what is that, collateral, without no collateral, you know, and we can handle that. You can see anyway who took that, right? So it can be stealed. And if you have jump freighters, we would appreciate the help too. If you join at Monday 18 for our logistic fleet, and you can run your own shit or just use the alliance contracts and deliver it in Ser Prime 8 station. So that's pretty easy to do. Any questions about the logistics?
You mean the jump fighters and stuff?
Yeah. Well, that's logistics, right?
Yeah, that's the same
Logistic
word
services
for-
sounds right now.
One stuff that Tsuko doesn't mention. Please, guys, be reasonable. Don't bring Tech 1 ships. Do not.
Yeah,
Not down and down.
especially
do not up.
battleships.
Yeah, there are so many industrialist character around here. I'm sure you have. I'm sure you have several minerals. So, no Tech 1 ships. We don't want to see any kind of package that contains like a Epitol or Dominix or thorax or something that you can buy, buy a blueprint copy for like 100,000 ISK, and you can just get it down, and it simply doesn't worth the fuel to bring them down. If we lose everything around here, and we need something that is a Tech 1 battleship, then we will bring them on as so do not bring those. If anything changes, we will let you know. Of course, faction battleships are faction battleships, and faction stuff for faction stuff, you can bring those. We will bring them down from our starting system. But the Tech 1 guys, big no. If you need BPCs, just ask someone on frigates, but every kind of Tech 1 ships is can be bought. Every BPC can be bought for nuts.
Yeah.
And the biggest package, the size of the package should not be bigger than 100k cubic meters. So 100,000 cubic meters, no more than that. We have to play Tetris with those, so that is enough. That will ease enough our work.
Yeah, it's quite simple anyway. So it's every Monday, 18 Eve. Pretty simple. There's only like CTAs which can override that. So it's a pretty stable logistic services day. Let's say that. All right. What else?
FCs. If you wanna do some FC stuff, we can provide you roles. You can ping the guys, and pretty much that's all. Send the mail to me or Tsuko, doesn't really matter. If you want roles on Discord to be able to ping, then we can give you a Fleet Commander Junior role, stuff like that. You can have access for our pretty secret Fleet Commander channel. Last quote was on the May of 3rd. So if you want to do some FC stuff, or feel like try it, do it.
Yeah, everyone can do that. Also make sure that you have like contact with each other, as English Corps should stick together. You can recruit. I don't really care. Just make sure everyone with every character is registered to the out system we have. It's pretty simple. And well, let's say a month, and if someone is not registered, if I found a character which is not registered to the out system, then I'm gonna just kick it out, because we need that. Most of the old guard people did it before, and that's still in the system. And if I'm right, Cletus can still check it, but we will just give him a role or something, but he might still have it. So he can check who's missing from that list. It can be an AFK tune, it can be an alt you forgot. Doesn't matter. Everything needs to be registered. So let's say a month, so September 1, and then we will go around and see if there's anything missing.
Yeah, once I finish the work that I'm doing, which takes up the majority of my time, I will be contacting each CEO with a list of who's not registered and poking them to be registered.
Yep, it's very easy to do actually. Just send out one mail. So it's not a big deal. We require that in the Hungarian Corps too. Well, some not really doing that, but Hungarians are mostly trustable, and if someone is AFK, he is AFK. But, well, a Hungarian spy, you know, we would pretty much
found his
kill
home,
him, found and kill him, you know.
burn
So
his home.
it's a very risky act, if you ask me. to spy as a Hungarian. I found one once. He was fortunate that I wasn't the CEO then. But it was it was in the past. I wanted to kill his super, but we couldn't because the CEO was too good and let him go. I knew where he lives. He was not even far from me, so, you know. I know even where Ragnar lives, so don't fuck with Hans.
Sorry, I have Vifagro. I need 2 minutes, but there is a major topic that Pedro mentioned and I have to talk about it. So I need 2
Pedro.
minutes. Yeah.
Okay, what's the question exactly, Pedro?
Can we not get ignored in fleets when we join your fleets?
I understand. So when someone running a fleet and you might join, and yeah. Well, it really depends, Pedro, because if there's a Hungarian leader who's doing that fleet and he can't, lead in English, then that's a problem. So
Okay.
I can't guarantee that to you when it's me or Grifton or Bryn. We can lead it in English too. But I can't promise that others will do that. So there will be fleets you will see because there's 3 Hungarian corps in the Alliance. So it will be Alliance fleets every time. If you join and you ask in the fleet that, hey guys, can I join? We're pretty much running the Han fleets in Discord too. So you can hop in there and just listen to there too and ask if can you lead it in English, for example. It will be a mashup, probably a Hungarian English mashup if they do, but you get used to that by the Bulgarians anyway, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Oh yeah, I can understand it anyway.
You see? So it's a pretty common thing around FCore that you listen to some Bulgarian thing. Well, now you can listen to some Hungarian crap. It doesn't really matter which. So I can't guarantee that you won't be ignored. If no one is answering you, then I guess there's no one is no English, in that fleet.
Yeah, no,
So-
that's fine. Yeah, no, that's cool.
That's a problem in our ranks, Not everyone can speak English. Not everyone. Well, I can poke 6-7 people top who can speak English properly to do that. So
Well, Cleet did say that he was going to start trying to learn Hungarian to help.
oh yeah, well that's very helpful if you do that.
I started my class yesterday in Alliance chat.
Yeah, it's really easy. Oh, by the way, Cletus and everyone, if you have English friends to come here and if any corps you can reach out if you want to, we can discuss that. But since I'm the only one who can accept any corp, then obviously it have to go through me. So
Yep.
I'm willing to listen and talk about it, and let's see who they are. So if you have anyone, yeah, of course, you can recruit. And the Cletus will be the English director of this alliance. It will be pretty easy to handle because, well, literally everything he can handle, I guess, besides some alliance level decisions. So
Yep, no problem.
but if you want to talk with me for whatever reason, I will be probably on Discord. I'm not really logging in, so it's not like I will wait till to go log in now. I kind of only log in when I need to. So if there's nothing happening, I'm not gonna log in. It's pretty simple. But that's why Discord is there, because if anyone need anything, they can always reach me.
Likewise.
If I'm busy, I won't answer, but obviously I will see you sent a message. Well, kinda that's it from my side. Any questions about anything?
Not from me.
What's going to happen
Yes,
to
yes,
Griffin?
Blast Fizzle. Okay, who was that? I just...
Calamari.
Okay. What was the question?
What is going to happen to Griffin?
Well, it really depends. at the moment, Trim C and Old Guard and Major told me that they planning to grow numbers again and things like that. But we need to wait it out. I don't really want to handle shit about that. I want to ask you not to push the tensions, because it's really pointless. If they will be AFK and doing nothing at all, we will see that anyway, even if you push them or not. Actually, if you push them, then it will be even more worse, because they will start doing something, like They suddenly got like 15 people, if you remember, when there was a pushing around. So it's really pointless. Just keep it be. Even if they if there are any tensions around, just ignore it. And you can always send it to me or Cletus that there was some tensions and he did that did whatever. It's really pointless. The thing is that if they will be AFK and doing nothing and they can't recruit any more people or shit like that, then there will be changes with them. But not right now.
No,
so,
I mean more, do we have to help them keep the ADMs up?
No, you don't have to help them with anything. And actually our packet, the OP packet, is plenty of systems. And the EDM is not the best at every system. And there shouldn't be... Oh yeah, and about the EDM. If you mine, I doubt we will need any other system than 1.5 actually. Okay, for ice, yes. But there's DQ for ice. And we have an Astra house there too.
Yep.
And towers. So, I don't know. If you need more space to rat or mine...
But my main concern was the ADMs, that they go too low and somebody else will move in there. No,
we don't care. Let them fall, If we can help them and they will require our help, like, I don't know, Chaos Tower want to move in, then that will be a declaration of war anyway, and we're going to crush them again like the last time. It's not a problem. If cultures start moving in, then we can't really do anything about that, to be honest. And I don't even want to give content to culture, so let's stick on defending our shit and keeping our ADMs up. And if they ask for help to keep their ADM up, then you can ignore it. There's no one forcing you to help them.
Yeah, but on the PvP side, if you feel like you wanna pew, you can do it anywhere else. I mean, if you wanna lead around to Delve or even Fade or Pure Blind or whatever corner of the universe, you can shoot everything based on the alliance standings. We have a few blues, many neutrals, a few oranges and reds, so you can shoot everything that you want.
Yeah, okay. No, then that's clear. I don't have any grudge against Olgard, so...
No, me either. I'll just get my head down and out the way, and it's really just not worth the aggro, so just keep your head down and, keep things to a minimum.
Yep, if they falling apart because they are, don't have any numbers anymore, we will see that anyway. And, well, you remember what happened to Rocks. So, yeah, that's it, pretty much. Any other questions?
Yes, there's a question I have to answer, and I would like to.
Okay.
Pedro said, can we not get ignored when we...
I already answered that one.
Oh.
While you was AFK, Zuko was AFK, so don't worry. It's all be handled.
Yeah, anyways, I already answered that one.
Anyways, I would like to mention you that Freegates Corporation were part of many alliances in its history. So we should say that Freegates is prepared to live in an international community, but the reality is that we are not prepared for it. We have a few English speakers who can keep in touch with foreign people, but the majority of the Hungarians don't speak English. I don't really speak English very well, so I have to get some grammar lessons. But the other ones are not on the level to say even a sentence. They maybe understand something, but they cannot communicate. So this is something we should get over. And if you see an FC who speaks English, you should join his fleet and join Discord on comms, and you should not get ignored. But you have to get used to it that we have Czech people in our community, we have Bulgarian people in our community, and Hungarian people who can't really speak English. The system works. We got somewhere before, but if someone leads a fleet in his mother tongue, then you can do anything with that. So I can't join to Maha's fleets when he speaks Bulgarian, and I can't join Kirk's fleets when he speaks only Czech. So if I lead a fleet, I try to lead it in English and Hungarian as well. It's pretty hard, but pretty much that's all we have to get used to.
Yeah. Klitus just left now. You can tell me all his duty secret. Anyway, any questions from anyone about anything?
I know
Yes.
enough for now. So,
Okay.
Are we? I have a question. Are we planning to defend the 87 pocket KVN?
No, not really. You know, we cannot, because the main issue about culture that they not really want to pew properly. They just want to gank, and no matter what you see from them, there's a culture member, there's 10 more, and if there's 10 culture member, there's 40 more. You know, so it's pretty sad, but that's the only thing they can do.
I only ask because the ice for strontium in our available space, the only ice for strontium we have is 87 or the Griffin pocket.
Well, 87 can be worked with at the moment because they're not attacking that one. They attack the White 2 packet for now. So we will see. I don't know what's their angle. They're pretty much just bored or something and like taking over some saw. I don't know, man. They just if they want to waste their time for 40 minutes every time, and you know, it's their thing. DQ is a good ice mining system if I know it well, and as I said, we have a Astrahus there, so you can easily dock down and, you know, refine and shit.
Okay.
And an Astrahus can be defended very easily because everyone in the alliance can handle the guns. So it shouldn't be a problem to defend your miners. Just make sure you warp to the Astrahus or a tower, because we have towers there where everyone in the alliance can dock down. Make sure you will bookmark our towers in the corp bookmarks, so everyone will know where to go if, you know, shit hit the fan.
That was what my next question. Are the free gates towers are mostly open unless it would be a 64?
Yeah, it's every time open. We're not giving passwords any time to anyone. We just open it for alliance, and if you remember well, when we did Titan bridging, we just moved to the edge of the force field. So I don't really like giving out force field password. because once we spied on someone, we almost bumped some Titan out by that way. So you know, it's really embarrassing when they learn the password you're using.
Yep.
Yeah, when we was mining in TTAC-U, Retech warped his super in and knocked my Rork miles out of the POS while it was deployed. And I was
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Oh, we bumped it nicely back.
Yep, so we're not giving passwords to anyone ever. It's totally pointless. We just open it for Alliance. So obviously you can go inside, but no one else. I think is the best way to do it.
No, that's good. So I know for when I make the
Yes. If you find a POS not letting you inside, then that's a problem, and someone set it wrong, and let us know.
Yeah, we will burn it.
Also, if you have some towers, have the same setup. So Alliance Corporation in, have some stupid password no one would ever guess, you know, and that's it. All right then. Any other questions?
Can we just say thank you? We really appreciate being brought on board.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Same here.
It's fine, guys. Just make sure you helpful to us, and we will be helpful to you. It's very easy.
One really important thing. I suggest to you, every one of you, that prepare to make ISK from somewhere else. You know, if our neighbors wanna blob us, I think you know that we can't really win a strategic battle against them because of they are outnumber us 4 times, or maybe for now they can do it 5 times. So every one of you should be working on a way to make ISK that is not dependent on our present home. If I'm clear, I know it's hard work, and I know that this is not a comfortable thing, but the first advice from Tsuko to me when I was a noob, and I'm still a noob, but not that kind I was. And this was the most most useful advice from him, that in 0-0 you should be able to make ISK from somewhere else. If you are able, or you can buy ISK directly from CCP. That's the most obvious thing if you have a nice job and you have a good salary. But if you don't have that, or just simply wanna role play the game, then you should be able to make ISK from somewhere else. You know, here we have the advantage of missioning, agent missioning, which can be done with nice methods. We have some nice methods where in hostile territory you can still do missioning, but the perfect thing when you don't have to you don't have to risk your ISK making machines on in a hostile territory. So if I have to make an advice to you, that this would be it. Prepare for making this from somewhere else. Anything can work. Do incursions, do high-sec agents, do high-sec ice mining, whatever it fits for you. Just start to establish the infrastructure for that. If that's if that makes it more clear. In the long term, of course, not in the short term. I hope that shit won't hit the fan in the next month, but everything can happen.
Well, it's well, the pretty basic thing is that if you're vulnerable where you live, then that's a huge mistake can be. Like, this is how we beat it, Chaos Theory, actually. Because they have mostly those kind of members which cannot do anything without their salve. And when we camped them 24/7 with our cloaky alts and dropped them, every time we could, they pretty much couldn't mine out the huge loss. So we stopped them mining out new capitals when we killed them. And it forced them eventually to surrender, actually, to come to a peace. And we're not going to be like that. If we got attacked, we just simply bunker behind in Serp Prime. We don't even give a shit if they shoot our citadels or they shoot our Sav. They can take everything we have. We don't care because we can dog down in Serpentis Prime no matter what. And that's our safe haven. You can run your agent mission even when hostiles are around, because they require a scanner to catch you. And once the scanner is online, you just don't do the mission. Once the scanner is offline, you can do the mission. It's pretty simple. So, well, that's it actually. But the safest way is what Grifton said. If you have your money making outside too, like a faction warfare alt or incursion alt, whatever. If you have multiple accounts, it's not that hard to create a character like that. So right now it's pretty safe. You can mine, you can rat, you can scan, you can do everything, because we're not harassed by anyone. And I think it will stay for a month at least. Or even 2 months, you will see. So the thing is that there's time to harden yourself up, to earn some money, and then be pretty simple, just, prepare to war, because there will be a war. You can count on that. And if that war is bigger than us, then we will have to dunk them back to Serp Prime. So that's what Grifton is saying, and that's what I'm saying. We're not going to leave just because they're taking our Sav. We just go back to Serp Prime. It's quite easy. So yeah, that's it pretty much. Any questions about anything? Maha is asking for people, by the way. Alright then. I think it's over for now. And well, see you next time. If you need anything, ask Cletus. If Cletus is not enough your needs, then you can ask me on Discord.
Yeah. Use the Care Beer channels. The Care Beer Rage is the most hated thing that can be mentioned. So use those channels and work out the affairs. We really hate when two Care Beers raging against each other.
No need to do that.
We saw two miners were raging on the same asteroids and raging two anomaly doers or whatever they can be named, raging on a fucking anomaly.
User joined your channel.
Avoid that. Ask for help.
Do we have Bridger?
Kinizsi az nem itt van.
User joined your channel.
Az fönn van, Kinizsi. Op1.
User left your channel.
So that's all for now. Thank you for your time.
Okay, no problem at all.
Alright.
User disconnected from
You should know everything. If you don't, then you know where to find me. Alright, boys, see you.
Later.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
User disconnected from your channel. User left your channel. User left your channel. User left your channel. User left your channel. User disconnected from your channel.